Good morning, students. Let us continue our class. So now I am reaching to page number 11. Okay. I am just going to explain to you regarding the matters in page number 11. So in page number 11, it is mentioned about the constitution. It's clearly mentioned about the constitution, which was prepared by the National Assembly of France. And they started the preparation in the year of 1784, isn't it? Sorry, 1789, July 14th, and they completed in the year of 1791. The constitution they had started to prepare in the year of 1789. 1789, July 14th. Okay, and it was completed in the year of 1791, and months and everything is not given there. Okay, anyhow, nearly 2 years they had, more than 2 years they might had consumed, or nearly 2 years they had consumed to prepare the constitution. Okay, so now let us see what is the important aspects of the constitution. Important aspects of the constitution. They began with a declaration of the rights of men and citizens. That means the constitution began with the declaration of rights of men and citizens. Here also rights of man is there. Here also it is mentioned like rights of man. That means they give more importance to man rather than woman. That is a problem to this constitution. Later it will gradually create problem. Now you study according to the book. So in that declaration was natural and inalienable. The declaration whichever, or the rights, means not declaration, the rights whichever is written in the declaration, whichever rights written in the declaration are natural and inalienable. Understand? So I will explain you what is inalienable later. First of all, see what is these rights, or which are the rights. First of all, let us ascertain which are the rights. Right of life, right to life. Number one is right to life. That means if a human being is being born in the world, he or she got the right to live. That is right of life. Any birth, let it be male or female, or any birth got the right to live. That is right to life. No one can deprive anyone from the right to live. Next one is freedom of speech. Freedom of speech. You know, right to life gives many definition and description. I am giving you one example, that is regarding our country only I am saying. There was a system. Now also some belief is there regarding the thing that female kids' life is valueless, worthless, so don't allow the kids to live. Now also many states are following that. So the right to life is being denied there. The right to life is being denied to that female kid. You must think that. That is wrong. And previously there was sati system. If the husband passed away or after the death of the husband, the wife is not having the right to live. She also must end her life when her husband expired or died. So how she bring an end to her life? When her husband's body is being burnt, she will be forcibly thrown into the fire of that. Into that fire itself. That is sati system. So these all denies the right to life. So I just gave you some examples. Something like that time also in France it was there. So that's why this clause came into the constitution. Right to life. Next is what? Freedom of speech. There when the king was ruling, no man is having to speak according to his will and pleasure. Whenever they are in the society, superior persons may be there. If they speak something as which is enjoyable to them, it may not be accepted by the superior peoples. So that freedom of speech is obstructed. There was no freedom of speech or constraint or controlled. When they are seeing the superior persons, they used to keep quiet and move away. That is why it is stated that freedom of speech must be allowed to each and every individuals without fail. That is the second clause. Now the third clause is freedom of opinion. If any opinion is originating in the minds of the people, of the citizen, there was no freedom in France to speak it out, to suggest it. No one is having the right to suggest their opinion. They must keep quiet. What the king and the monarchs decides, that they must obey. They don't have the right to say anything about that or give any idea or discuss about it. Nothing. No right. Obey. Obedience is the only thing. Okay? So that's why freedom of opinion is necessary. It is stated in the constitution, each and every individual must get the freedom of opinion. Understand? So, then next clause is equality before law. There is an equality before law. That means, in front of the law, there should not be any difference. I had told you there is 3 classes. I had taught you already that there are 3 classes, and then third classes is again divided into 3. That is prosperous people, educated people, and that is people with land and technical skilled people, and the other group, the last group is people without land and labors. Okay, that was sort of differentiation was there in France that time. So that is to be eliminated equality. Equality before law is needed. One thing. Not only that, you had read that the abolish, that it was while in the last class I told they had abolished what is that? Obligations. Abolish the system of obligations and taxes. Obligations and taxes. I taught you in the last class regarding that. Abolish the system of obligations and taxes. So, in previous, while King Louis was XVI was ruling, tax payment was totally imposed on the third category people, third estates. So that is to be abolished. Abolish the obligations. What is obligation? That is the poor peoples or the poor peoples who hire the properties of rich people. They are obliged to do whatever duty was they are given. So these things are not allowed. That is equality before law. The taxes will be paid by everyone, not only by the third estate. Okay, these rights belong to human beings by birth. Actually, all these rights belonged to human beings by birth. That means during birth itself these right must be there. Previously I had already taught you the nobility group is having a birthright. What is that? To collect taxes and live very rich persons, maintain their life very richly. Okay, that is their birthright. But it is stated in the Constitution, all the above this thing, right to life, freedom of speech, freedom of opinion, equality before law. These rights are belonging to the human beings while they are given birth. Okay, so that is why it is considered as natural rights and inalienable rights. That is why it is considered as natural rights and inalienable rights. Inalienable means not transferable, saleable and surrenderable. Inalienable means not transferable, saleable and surrenderable. Whatever rights you are having, that rights are not transferable or saleable and surrenderable. So that is called inalienable or natural rights. Okay. The state must protect, it is written in the Constitution, the state must protect each citizen's right without fail. Whichever the rights are mentioned, right to life, freedom of speech, freedom of opinion, equality before law. These rights must be protected by the state for each citizen. It is written in the Constitution. And these rights are natural rights. That means while a child is given birth, from that moment itself that child is having all these rights or can enjoy all these rights. Okay. Now it is in the source B, it is mentioned that one revolutionary journalist named Jean Paul Marat, he commented that in his newspaper. He commented in his newspaper. What is the newspaper's name? L'ami du peuple. That means the friend of the people. That is the meaning of that newspaper. Okay. He commented that the constitution drafted by the assembly represents the task. Task means the job. The job the people has been given to the rich. The task of representing job. The task of representing means the work of representing the people are given to the rich people. The work of representing are given to the rich people. So that is a drawback of this constitution. And the lot of the poor and oppressed will never be improved by peaceful means. The lot of the poor. Lot means what? A group. Here lot means group. The group of people, poor and oppressed people. Which type of people? Poor and oppressed people will never be improved by peaceful means. That means through peace, these group people can't attain improvement. Or through a peaceful way, this group of people can't attain the attain their aim in a peaceful attain the improvement in a peaceful way. Again, I will explain to you. Improvement is necessary for each and every society. Improvement is necessary for each and every society. We must improve according to this present situation of the world. Then only we can live in this world. Instead of that, if we are not ready to improve ourselves according to the world, then we will be avoided by others. We will be avoided by others in the world. For example, I am taking our own Bihar state. As the government who had never given much more importance to education previously, I am not saying this government, the previous governments who ever ruled Bihar state was not giving much more importance to education. So what happened? In all ways and means, Bihar state went back in the country and as well as in the world. Because people were only interested in making money and living and eating and all that. That is not life. So what happened? This state couldn't stand in front of the other states with a honorable situation. That is the problem. That is the problem even now the state is facing. So that is one example I am giving. The same thing was written by this Jean-Paul Marat. Okay, Jean-Paul Marat wrote the same thing. The poor and oppressed lot. The poor and the oppressed lot of people will not attain the achievement or improvement peacefully. That means they must struggle for their achievement or improvement with a violent way. In a violent way. Okay, it is stated there. Now, here we have absolute proof of how wealth influences the law. In this constitution also it is shown that how the wealth influences the law. Why? Because it was already stated that you can understand from the electoral group, taxpayers are elected into the electoral group. High taxpayers are given more importance according to the taxpayers, income taxpayers. they are placed in each group. In the electoral group, high income tax payers are given first place, then then comes whoever is high, depending upon the priority, they will go into the electoral group in the 50,000 members. The rest will go into the National Assembly. Okay, in National Assembly, 745 members are needed. That also depending upon this income tax payment. So, if a person is a high income tax payer, that means he is rich. That is what written by Jean-Paul Marat, that absolute proof of how wealth influences the law. How wealth influences the law. Okay, again he had noted that laws will last only as long as the people agree to obey them. Which people? I told you the people was divided into active citizens and passive citizens. These laws must be obeyed by these people. If they are not obeying, then these laws will not last. Then again they must change the constitution according to the demand of the poor group or oppressed group. Understand? And also he had written that they have managed to cast off the yoke of the aristocrats. This National Assembly had done what? They had managed to cast. Cast means throw out. To throw out, cast off, O-double-F. To throw out the yoke of the aristocrats. That means the important part of the egg is the yolk, isn't it? Same way, the important part of France was the aristocrats. So, what this National Assembly had done, they tried their level best to throw out this yoke from France. They had achieved in that, and the next constitution was made according to their intention. That means there is people who are not aristocrats but rich. That means in the third estate there is 3 divisions. The first